All right, what's up, everybody? We are shooting our first video. It's been a minute, so we're shooting our first video of year 2022. And we're going to start off by looking at multiplying with fractions. Now, multiplying with fractions is way easier, in my opinion, other than adding and subtracting because two things. Number one, I love multiplying, so it's super easy to me. But number two, you don't have to have a common denominator. That is a common misconception that a lot of my students have during the day, and when we start switching to this, is that they think that they have to have a common denominator. And when you have multiplication with fractions, you do not have to do that. So I'm going to show you a super easy way. The most complicated thing will probably be reducing, but we'll walk through that as we get there. So we got this first problem, 2/5 times 3/7. So super straightforward. We're looking at finding, what is the actual answer to this problem. And all you do for multiplication is you're going to multiply straight across. So numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator, and then simplify at the end. So here we got 2 times 3. That's obviously 6, okay? And then we have 5 times 7, and 5 times 7 is 35. So my answer is 6/35. So we look at it, make sure that there's nothing I can simplify by. 6 does not go into 35. Both of them aren't even. 3 doesn't go into both of them evenly. So this one is pretty much settled. The answer to that multiplication problem is 6/35. Okay, 6/35. And just know, again, you notice I didn't do any common denominators. We didn't add anything extra into it. We just multiplied straight across. So let's flip over to the next page here. So we got two of the same problem because I'm going to show you another little hint you can do when we do this. So first one, I'm going to show you just multiply straight across. Super simple. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. 12, and then 9 and 6 is 54. All right, 54. So then we're both even. Okay, we're both even. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and divide them by 2. So we talked about reducing earlier, all right, in my other videos. So we're going to divide by 2 here. All right. And when I divide by 2, that gives me 6 over, what is 54 divided by 2? That's going to be, come over here, okay, that's going to be 2, and then 4, and then 1, and then bring down my 4, and that's 7, so 27, okay? So 6 and 27, both of those can also be reduced by 3, okay? So that also, let me change my color here so you can kind of follow me with me. So that's going to be 2, and that'll be 9ths, okay? And so we're done there, all right? So 2/9 because I divided by 2 evenly, and then I divided by 3, which ultimately you should have been able to divide by 6, but you can see how I broke it down to be able to make it a little more simpler, okay? I tell my students all the time, make sure you reduce by check to reduce. Let me rephrase that. Check to reduce by 2, 3, or one of the digits, okay? One of the digits. So I'm going to erase this just a smidge, okay? Erase this part anyway. And I want to show you how to simplify before you get to the end, okay? Now, this is a strategy that you may see when you get to middle school, or you may see it in the elementary school setting in 5th grade if your teacher likes to teach it to you. I know I've taught it in my class, but it's something that kind of can help you in the long run. So we're going to sit here, and I'm calling this butterfly simplify, okay? And that's because these numbers diagonal across from each other can actually reduce to get you that 2/9 in the end, all right? So let's look at 3 and 9. There's a number that goes into both 3 and 9, and that is 3. Okay, both of these numbers can reduce by 3, so I'm going to change the 3 to a 1. Okay, and I'm going to change the 9 to a 3 because 9 divided by 3 is 3. Then I'm going to come over here. Let me change colors again. Change to red or pink this time. Okay, the 4 and 6 can also be reduced by 2. All right, so my 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2. My 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3. So now I have new fractions, and this is kind of hard to follow because I've kind of got writing all over the place here. But my new fractions are 2/3 times 1/3. Okay, or excuse me, 1/2. Okay, and what it is those are actually equivalent fractions to that 4/9 and 2/3. Okay, excuse me, not equivalent fractions, but they're reduced so you can multiply them. Okay, and this I just messed up. I'm a little discombobulated today, guys, but that's okay. That's supposed to be a 3. Okay, so we divided by 2 to get it to a 3. All right, so 1/3, 2/3, and we multiply that across, and guess what? You get 2/9. Okay, so you either simplify, like I tell my students all the time, you either simplify at the beginning or you simplify at the end. Okay, now let's talk about if you have a mixed number. Okay, remember a mixed number is a whole number with a fraction. Okay, the one thing about fractions that might be a little complicated to somebody is that you have to multiply a fraction by a fraction. Now you would say, oh, a mixed number is a fraction. Well, it's a whole number with a fraction, okay? And I can't just multiply that. So I have to change it to an improper. So if we do the C method, okay, and remember that's just times the denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator, that changes my 1/1/2 to 3/2. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3/2, okay? And then my 2/7 stays the same, so I got 2/7 there, all right? So here's another chance if you wanted to, you could sit here and reduce this 2, okay? I can knock those 2's out and say they're gonna become a 1 because they are both reducing by 2, okay? Or I can just multiply straight across and reduce at the end. So let's just do that. So I got 6/14, okay? Both of those are even, so I know 2 goes into both of those. So I'm gonna have 3/7, which those are both prime, so we're done there. Okay, so my answer for that problem would be 3/7. Again, not too challenging. Ultimately, all we're doing is just changing our mixed number to a improper fraction and multiplying. Okay, try this one on your own. This one, same process. It has 2 mixed numbers, but we're going to change them and multiply. Go ahead and pause the video and try this one on your own. All right, hopefully you tried this one. If you got it wrong, it's okay. All right, don't give up on it, but you can still do this same way, okay? So I'm gonna see this one, okay, times and add. So I got 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5/2, and then times, see that one, okay? 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8/5, okay? Let's do this one reduce cross simplifying, okay? So we're gonna reduce, okay? Let me change my color here. The 2 and the 8, the 2 can become a 1 because we're dividing by 2. The 8 can become a 4. And then the 5s, the 5 can become a 1, and this other 5 can become a 1 because we can reduce by 5. All right, so I have 4 times 1 is 4/1, and that reduces to 4. Okay, super straightforward, y'all. Don't be intimidated by multiplying fractions. Like I told y'all at the beginning of this video, multiplying fractions is one of my easiest, or what I feel is the easiest operation with fractions. Okay, let's do one more here. Let's do this one together. Okay, pause this video after I write this one down. See how we do. Okay, I'm sorry if you hear the tapping. My screen's hitting a little stand here. So let's make this. Let's do a mixed number by a fraction. All right, pause the video. Try this one on your own here. All right, welcome back. So remember, reverse C, okay, or not reverse C, just C. So times and add. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7, okay, over 4. Notice on those, my denominator is not changing. Denominator stays the same. Okay, denominator stays the same, and then times 7/9. Now, this one, notice I can't reduce here, so I got to just multiply it the regular way. 7 times 7, 49. Okay, over 45. All right. Nope, I'm sorry, not 45. Wow, that is a brain fart and a half right there. 45 would be times 5. That's supposed to be 36. Okay, so now we're going to divide. Okay, and this is something I haven't shown just yet, but all my students kind of know what's going on. But if you need to divide, remember multiplication or division is a fraction, and fraction is a division problem. Okay, so we're going to see 36 goes into 49 one time, and we say 49 minus 36. Okay, that's going to be 3 and 1, so that's 13/36. Okay, and 36 can't go into 13. It looks like it could do 3 times, but that would be 39. So that one is done there, changing that improper back to a mixed number. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You saw on here a couple times I messed up, but look, math is all about sticking with it, being able to process what you're doing and looking for those mistakes, those simple mistakes you can make. Okay, so don't be afraid, y'all. Just know I'm here if you need me. Mr. Math 6 is always looking to help anybody. So if you have any requests, or you can put them in the comment section. But as always, guys, have a good time. Peace.